Juju is the newest brawler in Brawl Stars, and in this video I'm gonna get her over 2,000 trophies, climb all the way up the leaderboards, and teach you everything I know. And so the first order of business is to get Juju to the newest max tier. Now to do this as fast as possible, I teamed up with friends and also hopped in Brawl since it's the quickest mode to gain trophies. Now with the new trophy system rework, it actually felt like the early games were much easier to win. So we were winning games so fast that I barely even got to really limit test Juju. But I was still learning a lot, so here's a little quick rundown. The way you play Juju is completely dependent on the map. For maps with grass, you often switch between the ground and the grass for the extra damage and the extra long range. Now, typically I use the grass when I'm facing against other throwers or when I'm trying to catch an enemy off guard at range. Other than that, for the most part I like to use the ground because the extra damage is actually really needed on Juju, since 1600 damage in the grass is not much at all. Now one thing I did learn was Juju is actually pretty good versus tanks, specifically if you have the star power that makes Gree slow down enemies. Tanks have a really hard time taking out Gree, so use that to your advantage. Not to mention I use the gadget that also slows, deals extra damage, and has extra long range because I think it's very versatile with Juju. I use it to either catch enemies off guard again, or I also use it to slow tanks trying to close the gap on me. Now quickly, both gadgets are good, but that is definitely the one I use the most. And with all those little things that I learned over time, things were going great inside the push. We were speedrunning our way towards max tier Juju without losing a single game so far. And well, that was really the goal. Can we get max tier Juju without losing a single game? And so we hit 30 wins in a row, 40 wins in a row, 50 wins in a row, and even 60 wins in a row. But you really can't make this up. On our 69th game, things got extremely intense. All right, we gotta focus up. We gotta focus up. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, these guys are kind of good. No way. No way. No way. Now we definitely messed up here because games were so easy up to this point that we just weren't really expecting a tough opponent. And before I even really knew it, we were already down 0-1, and by the time I was starting to try, it was just too late. Mortis already had bats, cycled us, and they managed to get the win. That means we lost on our 69th game win streak. Now, I normally would be really upset, but if you look on my profile, we have a 69 game win streak. Nice. Now normally this would really suck inside these pushes, but with the new trophy system, losses don't actually push us as far back as they used to, especially in the earlier stages, because later in the stages you do lose like -31, -50. For now, we shake off the loss, and honestly we even lost one more game on our way to max tier Juju, but eventually after not too much time, we did finally make it one game away. What? Dude, I got... Oh, nice. That's a great hypercharge. Attaboy, Juan. Nice. Nice. Such another good player. Great stuff. GG's. All right, max tier. And well, after that win, we checked the leaderboards and we were 98th in the world. Still a long way from the top, which is our goal of top 10. Now, this is where things normally get difficult. However, with the new trophy system, above 1,000 trophies, every player is grouped in one single set of matchmaking, which means that matchmaking is much faster than before and the matches are a little bit easier. Now, above 1,000 trophies, since we don't want to just play Brawl Ball all the time, we decided to switch to Dueling Beetle's Hot Zone. And well, honestly, this was a great switch because this map might have been Juju's best map of the push. On this map, if you can get up to the enemy's wall and spawn trap them, it felt like Juju was unbeatable. I used my super to protect myself oftentimes when tanks would try to close the gap, and well, they just really couldn't kill me, even if they tried their best. Now, we did have a little bit of fun with the Byron bug at the time, where we would heal my super Gree, and honestly, that just made the spawn trap even more deadly. The fact that they couldn't take out my super was kind of a little bit toxic, but it was so much fun. And so you could call this the ultimate spawn trap. Now, we were definitely dominating at this point. I was expecting games after max tier to be a little bit more difficult, but it just wasn't quite the case yet. We made it to over 1,100 trophies in no time. And well, at this point, I think my teammates started to have a little bit of fun. Thank you. Oh, no, we're not doing that. That's what you guys are doing? No, we're not doing that. That's just mean. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, as I'm recording this, the bug is patched, so you can't actually do this anymore, thankfully, because this was definitely a little bit toxic, but super, super fun. Now, if you were Cocoon inside this video, I really do apologize. I didn't do it. My teammates did. Now, because it was actually pretty mean, we only did it for a game or two, but one thing was for sure at this point. We were climbing up leaderboard ranks like there was no tomorrow. We were now 36 in the world in just under 3 hours. But as soon as we make it one game away from 1,200 trophies, you guys know what that means. It's time for a milestone game. And well, we faced a good team for the first time in a very long time. And so yeah, we lost. We actually got stomped at that. But with the new trophy system being much more forgiving, the loss didn't actually hurt that bad. Usually in old videos, this would take me about 30 minutes to an hour to get back these trophies. But in the new trophy system, it took less than 5 to get these trophies back. And so we tried our second attempt at the milestone game.
I Sprout my favorite brawler because why not? Okay. There's another one for you. I'm sorry you gotta deal with this. I'm sorry you gotta deal with that, dude. Nice.
And with that, we finally got a milestone game win. And for the rest of the night, we kept playing until eventually we hit 1,300 trophies. We decided to take a break until day 2. Day 2 was simple, a new personal best of trophies on a single brawler. Previously, that was 1,600 trophies on Angelo. So that's our goal, 1,600 trophies on Juju. Now, when we pushed Angelo, one of our teammates was Lukey, and Lukey decided to help us today as well, alongside Jaxo. So we have a very solid team to help us get there. And since we started grinding early enough in the morning, the map hadn't changed, which means we still have dueling beetles, a great map. Now, even though we had a slow start, losing basically one of our first games of the day, once we found a groove, it was over for our opponents, at least until a milestone game. And so after an intense milestone game, we finally won one, guys. We won one on the first try, which is huge inside of these videos. And for that, you guys should subscribe because we're trying to hit 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know it's a big goal, but hit the button. And while checking the leaderboards, at this point, we were now top 15 in the world. We are really closing the gap on top 10. And well, after 4 hours of playing Juju, something happened for the first time. I finally used water. Juju is a brawler that can float on water. However, I've never used it until this exact moment to escape a Mo. Now, for the most part, it's not actually that useful. Unless the map has a lot of water, you're rarely going to use it. But it's always nice knowing that you can escape on water if need be. Either way, at this point, the push was going perfect. We were winning game after game, win streak after win streak, and we eventually made it to one game away from 1,600 trophies. Now, we pushed from 1,400 trophies to 1,600 trophies in just about an hour. In my previous push with Angelo to 1,600 trophies, this took me about 20 hours. So there's a huge difference in the new trophy system rework. But nonetheless, I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not, because I really do enjoy the fast matchmaking. But here is the final game to 1,600 for my personal best.
I guess there's no rank. It's a 1,600 trophy game. Literally tied my record. Help out with one target at a time because that's important. Nice. And now once we get the spawn trap, it's almost over. You know. 1, 2. Gregory slows the Kenji. And Lukey slows the next one. Great stuff, fellas. All right, Gregory, your time to shine here. Nice. Nice. Another Gregory. Someone had to tank that. Nice.
And now that we have a new trophy record, it's time to call it a night and get 2K Juju tomorrow. So the next day's here and we team up with Zulon and Carito, who has the record for the highest chester in the game right now. So you could say we have a stacked team. And well, we're gonna need it because the higher amount of trophies you get, the way more trophies you lose per loss. One loss is about 30 to minus 50 trophies every single time. So the new system is definitely more punishing in trophies lost. So one thing's for sure, a huge win streak is a must for this high level in trophies. And well, after our first win of the day, we got our first star drop, and it was legendary.
What is this? Moon Guardian Hank? That's a dub.
Now, if this isn't a sign that today is going to be good, I don't know what is. But taking a look at the leaderboard, we actually dropped down to 20th in the world because we took a little bit of a break in between pushes. So we have our work cut out for us today. And well, with our stacked team, the grind was going great. We were piling up wins after wins, and we hit 1,800 trophies, and we weren't stopping there for at least for a while. After 40-ish wins in a row, we finally messed up. We faced a good team and gave Frank with Hypercharge the ball. And well, that was a huge mistake. They managed to score, win the game, and that means minus 31 trophies. And honestly, the minus 31 isn't even the worst feeling in the world. It's the +1 trophies the very next game that you win. Hurts a little bit more. So it's time to keep building up that win streak again, otherwise you'll just never get anywhere. And that loss is not going to stop us. We're motivated to get 2,000 trophies today. We grinded back and we were just about to reach 1,900 trophies, and here comes basically another milestone game. And of course, we lost to our friends, Razu, Tylo, and Nala. Now, there's just something about me not being able to win our first milestone game. We probably have 80% loss rate on milestone games, but nonetheless, we grind back and get where we need to be. And well, as we were grinding, we got to gold 1, which means we're actually closing in on the mastery. But nonetheless, at this point, we were focused. We knew that we could not lose another game because minus 31 is so many trophies gone. And we were back on point with win after win, climbing up our win streak. And eventually, we passed 1,900 trophies, and well, we were synchronized at this point.
No little bear. Pass. Oh, yeah.
With that win and many more, we were closing in on 2,000 trophies on Juju. And it felt like it was just a matter of time now.
Like who? There's people that play.
I don't want...
Like kind of serious, but like, you know what I mean? Yes, sir.
See that, bro? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
No, I know. It's not. So hard.
I beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Please kill the Daryl so they can't score and we don't have to worry about losing.
We lost like twice to.
And soon enough, we are now one game away from 2,000 trophies.
Looking like a freebie.
I'm dead.
Bob.
I'm
Bob.
dead. I got him, but I'm dead.
Bob. Yep.
Now somehow we actually won a milestone game, and it was probably the easiest game yet of the day. We won in almost like 20 seconds or something. But one crucial thing, we didn't reach top 10 on the leaderboards just yet, so that means we have to play one more game. And of course this game is going to be much more intense because this is the real milestone game.
Wait. Gotta make it interesting for the video, honestly.
Oh, we don't, man. We really
Gotta
don't.
make.
No, man. Yes,
I love
man.
that.
It's not happening. It's not happening. That ball in the net. Oh my god, he's gonna catch it.
Gotta make it interesting. Always gotta make it interesting for the video, honestly.
No, we don't.
Always.
All right, that should be...
And with that, we are now top 8 in the world with Juju. If you want me to keep pushing, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.